All right. What's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome to another edition of Friday Night Sports Talk, the Sports Talk Show. We got a special guest today. First of all, I'm here with one of my co-hosts, my man D Free. And as we did last week, we have my man Jose Aguirre on fire. And today we got a special guest. We got 16-0 out of the Bronx, PistolPete, Peter Dobson. How are you, my friend? What's going on?
How you doing, fellas? Chilling.
What's going on, man?
All right.
All right. So we know you got a big fight in a couple weeks, and we know you in training camp and all. And the obvious question: how's training camp going?
Training camp is great, man. It's good to like I'm isolated. I'm not around anybody. I miss home, but I'll be home in 2 weeks after I'll take care of business.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
I was going to ask you. Going into this fight with Conor McGregor. I'm sorry, I said Conor McGregor. Conor Benn. Conor Benn. Going into this fight with Conor Benn. Do you feel that you have to stop Conor Benn in order to put on an impressive fight?
I feel like I'm I am gonna stop him, but I don't feel like I have to stop him. I feel like I'm just I'm a better fighter than him, like all around. I could beat him just by boxing him. I could beat him by stopping him. I got power, so it's like I know I'm a winner, and I'm thinking I'm gonna stop him. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Do you think Conor Benn is just another UK hype?
I don't think he's a UK hype because when he stepped up in competition, even though he hasn't stepped up to the highest level of competition, but he like got knockouts when he needed them. That's what got him his name. And then his father, he got a padded record, but and he got his father. So I think he's trash though. So yeah, I guess he is. I don't know. He's trash. Look, I think he's trash. But the thing is, like when he fought like Chris Algieri, when he fought Samuel Vargas or whatever, like all the guys with names, even though they was like on their way out, he showed up to those fights. So I can't call him a hype job because he showed up and did what he was supposed to do. Other dudes would have just like had a close fight or something with them. But then his last fight, he fought a nobody and he had a tough fight. You feel me?
Yeah, he did. So, and that's like one of my questions. I mean, his last fight, I think he had a long layoff because, obviously we know, he popped dirty, right? And he was out for a minute. So with you haven't really had a chance to showcase your skills in about a year and a half. Was your last professional fight? You think the activity may, be a factor going into this fight? Or do you think you'll be much more fresher going into this fight?
I haven't fought professionally in like a professional fight in like a year and a half, but I've been active. I fought in something called the TCL, and it's like 1-round fights. But what I mean by I've been active, like it's still a fight. So the main thing I feel like when you fight is the fans, the crowd, the win or you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. It's like that's the difference between sparring and the atmosphere and the nerves. So I feel like I did that I was in the TCL for like 6 months fighting in that, training every week we was fighting for like 6 months. Then I just fought in Russia. It was only a 4-round fight, but it was a fight. The crowd was sold out. It was like a big thing out there for the Russian kids. So I haven't really been that as inactive as my record would say,
Let me see. Okay. You go ahead,
Pete, let me ask you a question. A lot of fighters go into a training camp and they prepare for an opponent or a certain style. But then other fighters go into the training camp working on their weight. Which training camp was this for you?
Shit, I feel like it was both. I feel like all training camps is both. Because, when I work out all year round, so I'm always in shape. But the weight, that's a different story, because that's when you got to start eating different. You got to start, like, you could be in shape and look fat. Like, you see, like, look at Tyson Fury, Josh, not Josh, what's his name? Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, Andy Ruiz. You see how fat he looked, but he in shape. It's more with your diet. With the weight thing, is more of your diet, what you eating. And, you know, like, as a fighter, you train so hard. It's like, we not nutritionists. We eat just like regular human beings. You feel me? We box, we train hard, fight. But when it's camp time, that's when you got to switch your diet up, and you got to eat, like, you got to eat healthy so you can make weight. Feel me? And, I had to train for the opponent because he's short. And, when you fight short guys, it's different. So it's pretty much both.
I don't want to change anything up, but I did see one of your Instagram posts where he's like, he's too little for me. Like, he can't, this little guy can't beat me.
Yeah, he's really short. I saw him. I was at his last fight. I was talking shit to him. I think that's how I got this fight, for real. Because
nice.
They kicked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't know that.
That's right, because it was in Florida. It was in Florida, right?
It was in Florida. So my brother, Richardson Hitchens, was fighting. I was there for his fight, and he fought before Africa. So when he was fighting, I wasn't even really talking shit. I was giving his opponent instructions, and his opponent was listening to me, and they got mad and they kicked me out of the thing.
Oh, that's excellent. That's great.
Now, what you saying? That you saying you got kicked out, and you think that's how you got the fight? Did you reach out to them for the fight, or did they reach out to you?
They reached out to me. They actually, for his last fight when he fought that kid, they reached out to me on 1 week's notice, and I'm like, yo, come on, man, y'all give me 6 weeks, and I'll fight anybody. Then they gave me a fight with a kid from the UK, and he pulled out. So then, like, I guess my name was already in the hat, and then plus I was talking shit at his fight. So they they gave me the opportunity.
That's another thing I wanted to ask. Like, how frustrating is that as a fighter? You go into training camp and you train, and then something happens. I mean, whether you call it an unluck, or maybe the guy just had a change of heart and they pull out a fight. Like how does that make you feel? Like how does that affect you? When a guy pulls out a fight, because I remember that guy, you was prepping for that fight and he pulled out.
The thing that affects me the most is, like, that I know that it's like with boxing, right? They'll be like, you always got to prove yourself in boxing. So every time I'm about to have my chance to prove myself, it's like I don't get to, because guys pull out of the fight. It's not really, I don't care if the guy pulls out of the fight. I just care that I'm not mentioned with all the best fighters in the world, because every time I get an opportunity to show how good I am, people only judge of your competition. So it's like the better competition I fought. If you look at my record, every time I stepped up in class, I always dominate. Always. Like, any fight that I had one majority decision, and it was because I was injured for that fight. Like, even the promoter told me that, like, fight, but that's my only time I fought on TV. So I was like, yo, this is my opportunity to fight on TV. So I fought injured, and I feel like I won every round, but they made a majority decision. All my other fights, I dominate. So it's like, it's more disappointing that I got to still keep hearing people say that, oh, like, I'm not that good or whatever, because they just don't know. Like, but real boxers in the boxing world that spar me or are in the gym with me, that's when we know who's good fighters from the gym. Yeah. Because boxing is an entertainment business. So there's fighters that are on TV and they got a hype and they got all of this, but in the gyms they get their ass beat. So everybody who's in the gyms knows that they're not as good as the media is portraying them to be. I'm the opposite. I'm one of them fighters that they see me in the gym and they know I'm not good. That's why guys pull a lot of fights.
Oh, that's dope. That's what's up, man. Jose, you got something?
Yeah. How are you going to prepare to go over there? You have a lot of negatives against you. You're going to go over there to his hometown, his fans, the big lights. How are you prepared to handle this?
Nah, he's coming over here tomorrow.
Actually, yeah, it's in Vegas.
So he's finally coming to my back. He's finally coming out of Vegas.
Yeah,
you got him out of there. That's good, man. Tell me how you're gonna go to Vegas anyway and be able to do your thing against Conor Benn.
Well, Vegas, I lived in Vegas for a year. I was training at Mayweather's gym, so that's like, I wouldn't say my second home, maybe my third home, because my second home is Florida. But I got a name in Vegas already. I fought on the undercard of Pacquiao and Thurman. I fought a 16-0 guy on the B side. I knocked him out. So, like, I feel like, you know, I'm good in Vegas. Vegas is my third home. You feel me?
Nice.
I feel like I got the hometown advantage, and you know, we fight in America, and I got the American advantage. And I feel like he's green. He hasn't been boxing long enough. I've been boxing for 17 years at the highest. I've been in the ring with the highest level, and it's like it's just another day in the office. It's a different patient, same prescription. Feel me?
Yeah.
Now,
go ahead,
Thomas.
No, go ahead, D.
Now, I was going to ask, you getting a win over Conor Benn, what doors does that open up for you, getting a win over Conor Benn?
It opens up the door that I've been trying to get for the last 9 years. I'm trying to get with a big promoter, and after I stop Conor Benn, Eddie Hearns, I'm gonna be with Eddie Hearns, and from there, it's just big fights from then on. You know.
You got.
No more. Best kept secret. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So this fight is at 154. You got any? I mean, after you beat Conor Benn, anybody you looking at 154? Where you know?
Nah, the fight is at 150.
Oh, so okay.
They were gonna try to do it 140. They told me 147, but then they switched. First it was 150, then they told me 147, and then like last week they told me 150 again. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was okay because I think it wasn't Ben's last fight at 154.
Yeah, his last fight was at 154, but this one's at 150. I'm a 47 pounder.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks I'll fight at 54 because you know how I say my fights always get canceled? It's crazy. My pro debut got canceled. My pro debut, we weighed in and everything. The next day, the whole show got canceled. So they took 2 fights from the show I was supposed to fight on, my fight and these other kids' fights, and they moved us to another card. And they said, because y'all weighed in already, y'all could come in at 154. So we weighed in again at 154 when we already weighed in at 147. It was just like we weighed in 2 days in a row. So we weighed in, then the next day the fight got canceled. Then we weighed in again and fought the next night.
Oh, wow.
So that's why people think I'm a 154 pounder, but I'm really a 147 pounder. And anytime I fought like over 147, it's because my opponent. Because you know, if your opponent can't make the weight, you gotta fight him at a higher weight.
Okay. Wow. You know, what was I gonna say? I had a thought and I just lost it. Beating Conor Benn, is that like your way of saying F you to kind of like the boxing establishment? Because you know the boxing establishment is kind of like, you know, it's been tough. You know, I've looked at, you know, your career and, you know, with the people pulling out of fights and the delays and the moving of the weights and stuff like that. I mean, this is like you finally getting into the, you know, opening up and coming through the door and saying, you know, F you, you know, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like that way?
I don't take it like that. I take it as like, because like I believe in God, and I talk to God, and I feel like God had this, like, you know, they always say it doesn't happen when you want it to happen. It happens when it's supposed to happen. And I feel like it's perfect alignment, like my story, everything, like how this perfect opponent, perfect everything, like it was God, like this was God's plan, you know. And that's why I'm not, it's not a fuck you. Every successful person in life goes through shit. You can't be successful unless you go through shit. So I went through my shit so I could be here, and I'm be here for a long time.
That's what's up. I like that. I mean, FU is kind of a little bit harsh, but you know, from the Bronx, we
Nah,
kind of.
but reason I'm not saying FU. I know what you mean by that though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad. It's more like when maybe like a year ago, I was on that time and I was mad. I was angry. I was a different Peter. I was angry. I had that fuck you energy, but that shit wasn't getting me nowhere. So I just switched my energy to like, yo, I'm gonna just put all my faith in God and do all the right things. And if you can't, bad stuff can't keep happening to somebody who's consistent. Feel me?
Yeah.
And I stay consistent, and now everything is lined up. It's like a grand slam, about to be a grand slam. You feel me?
Yeah.
They exploded.
That's what's up, man.
What's your amateur background? Tell the viewers about your amateur background.
My amateur background, I don't even remember my record. I probably had like 50 amateur fights. But I fought open like right away because I started boxing at 6. My first fight was at 17. So, and then I had to go open. So like I got like 50 fights, but they all open. And I fought most of my fights in New York. When I won the Golden Gloves in New York, I had to fight 6 times. People in other states, they fight like 2 times and win the Golden Gloves.
Yeah, that was at 47?
That was at 52.
At 52. Yeah, I fought at 56.
56?
Yeah. So we got 2 Golden Glovers up here. Like, Jose, you won the Golden Gloves, or you was a finalist a couple of times?
Finalist in 1998 at 140 pounds against Gabe Bracero.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Gabe is my man.
Gabe Bracero. A lot of talent there in that kid, but you know.
Nice. Let me ask you this question. I don't know. You know, I'm interested in. What do you think about the Team Combat League? Your experience there, like, you know, how was your experience with Team Combat League, and would you do it again? Would you recommend it? I mean,
it was the first year, so it had its flaws.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they're doing it this year, but I would do it again. And if I don't do it again, I wish them all the best, and I hope they blow up. But you know, I'm more my style. I'm more of a like I like to get into the fight. I don't want to just one round come out swinging. Like I like to settle down and get a feel for the fight. Like I'm more of a like seasoned pro.
Yeah.
And that's for like, I think that's more like you got to start fast, like kind of like the amateurs. You feel me? Because the amateurs you only got 3 rounds, and that you only got 1 round. So they just coming out swinging. That's not really like my style. You feel me?
Yeah, it's a totally different style and different mindset too. So
yeah. And you can get in and fighting like that. I got my first. I never been cut in a fight before in my life. 16-0, never got a cut. And then my first fight in that, I got cut because they come crazy with their head down, and I got headbutted.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
hey,
crazy.
Let me ask you. I had a question that I wanted to add. It slipped my mind. Yeah. Hey, it literally just slipped my mind. That's what I want to ask you. You said you fight at 47. Now you making it past Conor Benn. Is there anybody in particular that you looking to fight next, or you just want to take whatever they give you?
I'll take whatever they give me. I feel like I'm focused on Conor Benn right now. And after this, I want the whole 147 division, whoever they give me.
Nice. You know, I saw an interview in Boxing Scene. And in Boxing Scene, it was a short interview. It was a short little article on Boxing Scene, not an interview, on Boxing Scene. And it seems like you got a little bit of respect for Conor Benn. Like you told it like it is. Like you said, he's out to prove himself too after what had just happened. You know what I'm saying? But that he's too green for you. You know, and that Conor Benn just can't fuck with you. So obviously, you just said early on that you was helping the other guy he was fighting in Florida. You see some weaknesses in his game and in his arsenal. You feel like you're going to capitalize.
Yeah, I feel like he's green. He didn't put enough time into the sport. he's athletic, got fast feet, he got power, got fast hands. But when you get to a certain level, you need more than that. Feel me? You need ring IQ, you need a jab, you need how to set shit up, you know? How to what's it called? Like, damn, what I'm trying to say? Pace yourself and stuff like that. Like he don't have enough experience to know how to do that. Like if you look at all his big wins, they just fast knockouts in the first, second, third round. Like he's just athletic. He's like a basketball player who could win a dunk contest but don't score in the game. Feel me?
Yeah,
like
totally
he got
good.
all the bungees in the world. Like he could dunk through 360, all of that, but he's not very skillful. You feel me? He just got athleticism.
I was going to ask you, you just saying that, are you planning on taking Conor Benn into the deep waters, or you looking to expose him early?
Whatever comes. If I expose him early, I know he got a lot of flaws, so that's why I won't say I'll take him to deep water, because he jumps in with his chin up and he tries to bang, and like I think I'll get him out of there early if he come fighting me like that. Feel me?
Go ahead, Jose. Sorry.
You mentioned fights and taking those fights that come your way. If you beat Conor Benn, you'll be able to pick and choose your fights. Is 154 an area where you would venture for big fights?
If it makes sense, yeah. No, we fight. We fight. A fight is a fight. The only difference is what you getting paid. Feel me? So if they paying me right, I'll fight at 54.
Yeah, because it seems like that's a good question, because and that's why I thought it was at 154. At 154, it seems like a lot of named guys are more at 154 than 147 right now, because there's been talk about Bud moving up to 154, Spence moving up to 154. You kind of have those smaller guys at 140 looking to come up to 147. So that's a good point. So but you don't have any guys in particular, or you just it makes sense. Your main focus would be Conor Benn, but anybody in particular that you see, like I could get in there and I could beat that guy,
Not anybody that comes off mine. I'm not really thinking about none of these guys, man.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. One of the questions I was going to ask, I told you I was going to ask you, I want people to know, because I already said where I was from, but what part of the Bronx are you from again?
I'm from Throgs Neck.
Throgs Neck, yeah.
Yeah. I'm from Throgs Neck, like Parkchester area.
Yeah.
I used to live in Parkchester, and then my mom moved me to Throgs Neck. Okay. And I grew up in Throgs Neck, but I'll be everywhere in the Bronx. Bronx River, freaking I used to always be in Forest Project. Like
boom, and that's why I was gonna ask you next, because PistolPete, is that after the PistolPete that we know in the Bronx?
Nah.
Okay, because all right,
that's from the basketball.
Because from Forest.
Nah, I'm talking about from the. I got mine from the basketball player. I used to play basketball, but
the PistolPete.
I got a lot of respect for the PistolPete from the Bronx. Me and his father are like close friends.
Nice. Oh, that's what's up.
Like family.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because you said Forest Project, so I know some of the people from the, I guess, the old terror spot from Forest Projects, but yeah, man. But
I used to play ball in Forest Projects. I used to be on their basketball team, Bingo's All Stars.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
So you're just all around athletic, right? It's not
that was my first sport, basketball.
Oh, that's what's up. What high school you went to in the Bronx?
First I went to Al Savior Lutheran.
Okay.
Then I hated that school. And then when then I went to Lehman, but when I went to Lehman, I ain't even go to no classes. And then I just got my GED. I got my GED. When I turned 17.
Did you play any sports in Lehman? Because Lehman used to be nice in football, I think.
Nah, that's when I made the JV team without even trying out for it. The coach just put me on the team.
Oh wow.
Then he looked at my grades and it was like the stop sign 55. I mean the speed limit 55, 55, 55.
Nice.
So, and then that's when I found boxing though. Around that time is when I started boxing. So then I just started focusing on boxing, and then like I got in trouble in school. I got kicked out of some program to get credits.
Yeah.
And then the next year, the vice principal and Lehman, he's like, I'll let you in. He's like, I'll let you back in, but you got to make a promise. If you get in trouble again, you got to get your GED. So I'm like, all right, bet. And I got in trouble again. So,
wow,
but
nice.
I'm thankful he did that, yo.
Yeah.
Because it saved me a lot of time, a lot of headache. I just went past that and focused on boxing from there.
What is I'm sorry, I know I'm taking all the questions here. I'm sorry, guys. But what was the first gym you went to? In the Bronx?
Morris Park.
Morris Park boxing gym? Okay.
Yeah, that's where I started.
Nice. Okay. That's what I was gonna guess, but just wanted to hear. So okay.
Yeah, I won the when I won the Golden Gloves, I was training in the basement. And damn, you know, like by 174. Damn, I forgot. Longfellow Road, like over there by 174. Like if you coming, like say you crossing from Bronx River, you know that little bridge right there?
Yeah. And
you going up 174, and then you make a left on Longfellow. I was on that block. My trainer used to have a gym in his basement, and I won the gloves out of that shit. Yeah, I used to hit my head on when you get hit with a good punch, you hit the wall because the ropes are so close to the wall.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. These are stories that you're going to be telling, like when you become world champ. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I wish I had video of it, because at that time too, a lot of good fighters were training in his gym because they had Webster PAL. They closed down, so they all came to Mousie's basement. You feel me?
Yeah.
But they weren't there for that long though. But it was like good work there. Everybody was coming there for work.
Oh, that's dope. All right, you guys got anything?
147. If you beat Conor, would you consider facing Boots Jerome Ennis?
I'll fight anybody at 147. It's my weight class.
That's what's up. And have you been to any of the fights at 147 of those guys? I mean, at 147, a lot of the guys are kind of like, they kind of up, new. After Boots, it's really, you have Barrios there. They're hinting that maybe Haney moves up from 140 to 147. I mean, there's a handful of guys I think you can definitely beat. I mean, everybody's pretty much looking at Boots as the guy at 147. Obviously, we know Bud is the undisputed guy, but talks of him going to 154. But what would a fight with you and Bud look like?
I sparred Bud before.
Wow, nice. And how was that experience?
It was good. It was a good experience. I sparred him up in Colorado. They got thick air up there. Bud is Bud. I don't think Bud is gonna be boxing for too much longer. Though. He'll probably retire.
Maybe one more.
I've kind of seen hints at that.
Yeah. He probably go to 54, try to get. Well, I thought he was gonna try to fight Charlo, but Charlo still got the belts in 154.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah, he has some of them. Zoo has one.
Yeah, Zoo got one. He got the other three. He hasn't. They said something about him dropping. I believe it was either the WBC or the WBA, but he hasn't dropped that yet. So he still has three. And Tim Zoo got one. He got the.
You know why I don't move up to 154? Because a lot of my friends fight at 154, and I be seeing them when they get on the scale. They be weighing like 190, and they come down from 190 down to 154, and I don't never weigh that much. So I'm like, nah, that ain't my weight class. And then it's funny because if you notice, after 147, the gloves go up to 10 ounces from heavyweight, from 154 all the way up to heavyweight is 10 ounces. They know that the 154 pounders is coming from 200 pounds. That's how they make them switch their gloves.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, because I was thinking about going to 54, and then like I got like a couple friends that retired, but they were good back in the day, and they used to weigh like 190. I'll be sparring them like, yo, this dude is big as shit.
Wow.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have anything else. I mean, if you guys got anything, I mean, we don't want to keep you too long. You know what I'm saying? So, D3, Jose, y'all got anything? I mean, we'll let the champ go on his way and keep preparing for his next fight. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't have anything else.
What's up, Jose? I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. I appreciate the time you giving us. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for having me, man.
Nah, man, thank you. Appreciate you, donating us some time, so your valuable time. You know, this is major, and I look forward to talking to you again after your win. You know, in a couple of weeks. So, at the end of this, we're gonna let you sign off. You know, maybe you wanna let us know how people can find you, and then we'll sign off after that.
You can find me on the gram. That's where I'm most active at, and you can find me February 3rd on Dazen live, winning my first second televised fight, because they always keep me off of TV. You feel me?
That's crazy. And I'm looking to put some money on you. It's a big come up for us over here.
Yeah, that's a big come up. Everybody, put your money on me. You want to come up? They trying to play me. So this is a time for you to strike. It's like Bitcoin. Feel me?
Yeah.
Don't miss out. If you missed out on Bitcoin, don't miss out on this.
Absolutely. I already put in. I know I'm putting maybe. I'm not even gonna tell you what I'm gonna put on it, but I'm looking for a nice little come up on this fight. So
yo, my phone been ringing all day. One of my boys, he told me he put his house up. Like literally, he said he put it like to get the money to put it on me.
Wow,
that's a big come up.
Hey, that's
my trainer told me he's putting 50 bands.
Wow, you know the odds in the fight?
I think I'm 5-1 or something like that.
I think it went up more. I think I saw 630. So that's 6.3. So for 100, you get 630.
Yeah,
so that's a like nice come up. So and I feel confident. So and I know you feel confident. So and you being on here being confident gives me more confidence.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but once again, man, I really appreciate this. This is great. You know, we're gonna share this and help promote the fight. You know, this is huge. You know what I'm saying? And I wish you the best of luck. You know what I'm saying? And thank you.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Appreciate you, P. Have a good training camp.
All right, man. All right, man. You be easy.
Be safe. Thank you.
All right, bro.